The following episode discusses workplace abuse, including harassment, discrimination, and toxic environments. It may be distressing for some viewers or listeners, so discretion is advised. Our goal is to offer insights and not replace professional advice. Thank you for watching and listening. And now, here's today's episode.
Hey guys, welcome to Tuki the podcast where we discuss Tuki the show. My name is Natasha and I am joined by my two amazing hosts.
Siaka Munga.
Mercy kama ulienda group of schools, Masi kama ni mse wa mtaa.
Right now we just watched episode 6 and let me tell you guys, the tea is hot.
I want you to picture this. Me and you, lead roles in the hit TV series.
Orders zilikuwa mingi sana so ilibidi nimechange strategy. Chiki, I made a choice, okay? Sawa?
Unajua saizi kina Jada are very mad about the last game. So we have to train hard or go home.
So najaribu kusema nitakuwa addicted.
It's a good addiction.
I think that is one of those special Vera cards.
Before tuanze, wacha tuongelele episode 5. So in episode 5, we talked about Wazi and some of you guys were like, what is Wazi? How is Wazi affiliated with you? Yani mnataka kujua your connection na Wazi ni nini. Sasa sisi tuko hapa kuongelelea hii show na tunawaambia kuhusu sex, reproductive health, contraception, kila kitu. Lakini tunawasaidia aje. That's where our sister page, Wazi, comes in. So Wazi is what helps you. So we've all used Wazi and we have different experiences. Mercy, maybe you would like to tell us?
Wazi the chatbot. So the first time I was like wazi.ke nikaenda kwa site. It was a bit confusing for me. Juu nilikuwa natafuta hiyo WhatsApp link. But then I was told iko kwa the Tukisonga at Tukisonga 254 Instagram page. Ukienda hapo itakudirect to the WhatsApp. Unaweza piga chat nayo. So anyway, I was on the site. Nikatafuta kale ka square. Hapo I went, started having conversations with it. Kidogo, before tuendelee, unaitwaje Masi? Kwanza vile inachanganya English na Kiswahili, I was like, okay, mbona unaniongelesha hivyo? So, yeah, it asks you your age. Are you below 18, above 18, age bracket, unachagua age, inakuuliza jina yako, inaconfirm jina. And then after that, you're like, so would you like to know the things that I'm trained on? Like some of the answers that I have? Then you reply with this, or would you like to ask something? Then you reply with ask. So I press ask. And then ikanipeleka kwa, okay, if you have a question to ask, our experts will get back to you. And then I shied off. I shied off because the question I had, sikukuwa nimei-formulate. I think I wanted the chatbot to help me understand what the problem is. So there's something with contraceptives. When you get off, for example, if you are on a depot injection or you do pills, when you get off of it, you undergo something called withdrawal bleeding or breakthrough bleeding, where it's not like your usual periods, na inaweza ka like prolonged bleeding. So unaanza like your period and then after 5 days bado ijaisha. So it's like spotting and you don't understand. So I didn't have the word. I didn't know what was going on. And that's why I shied away because I was like, until I get the word, so there's this thing, and then I felt like I'd have to live like TMI, like imekuwa sijui aje. I went and did kidogo research. Of course, looked at other sites that are meant for helping us with SRH. Then nitarudi sasa kuuliza like some of the questions. But yeah, it was a flawless process. It was very fast. Ni hapo tu kidogo ndio nilikosa maneno ya kuask. How was it for you?
It was good. I feel like also I wanted the WhatsApp version. But then I just went on the site. You can just search on Google, Wazi, chatbot. It's actually the first link. It will give you the first option that's there. Just click on that. You can talk to it. And at first I was skeptical about putting my name, but you don't really have to put your full government name. Unaweza eka nickname, wasi ukutaje home, etc. But it's a good experience. Unaweza interact na the what's it called, the bot. And also, it is confidential, no?
Yes,
it's confidential. Usiogope, but Anyway, me bado nilitumia my nickname. I didn't use my actual name regardless.
Naogopa privacy.
Mimi personally experience yangu ni opposite na Amasi. Mimi sasa nachukia hiyo. Unaona unashinda ukiulizwa menu nini ask. I want to talk to a real human being. You see that TMI you're afraid. Me I prefer talking to a human being. Joto ukiweka hiyo TMI ni kama unaongea na mtu. Unanipata? So hata nikitaka kuexplain niende hivi na najua huyo mtu anijui. So kama unijui I can literally tell you anything. So for me I don't like going through menu number 1 to number 8 directly ask. I speak to a real human being. Alafu kama unasikia una maneno piga hotline number.
But that's what another thing that was there. I loved that there was the option of kuna hotline number, pia kuna email like you can send. Unaweza bonga na mse. It's just that I didn't have the words, like it was the first time I was going through that experience and I was like, what is happening? Then I had to do a bit of research and I was like, so it's a normal thing. So now I can talk to an expert and be like, I think I'm going through this. What can I use? What can I do? It's just that sikukuwa na the eggs. I didn't know what was happening. So najua ni zile za naongelesha chatbot. I know there's something that's up, but I really don't know what it is. So I'm like, that's why.
But experience generally was good.
Ina sound kakevo wa mtana kuongelesha ni aje.
Kwanza vile na mix yo English Kiswahili.
Acha mimi nilishangaa sana English lakini kuna watu huongea hivyo tuseme tu ukweli.
Yes, tunaongeanga hivyo even in this podcast. It's like South Africans the way they'll start a tweet like let me tell you the thing about life. Life is so ngolo kusengomwe. Like life is what? If you speak in English, stick to English, let us know. So Wazi is like that.
But I feel the mixture of languages to make it more relatable. And I feel kama unaongelesha tu a normal person. It does it in a more, I don't want to say robotic, but more robotic way.
Na kama hauko comfortable na hiyo again unaweza ongea
na mtu. Can call. Also unaweza check the Instagrams with DM wanaweza kusaidia in their way, but then use the chat box. It's good.
Try it and tell us what you think. It's on the link in our bio on Instagram. I think all our socials probably. So that's it about Wazi. I hope kama mko na maswali msiogope kuuliza. Let's dive into episode 6. Mimi bana nataka kuongelelea
episode 6.
Yani
tuanze na wapi?
Like she's taken such a deep breath.
Nimeanza na ku breathe in, ku breathe out because I'm seeing say wote ukiangalia Alma, ukiangalia Achie na ukiangalia Robi, these are things they're passionate about. Alma is passionate about her soap business, right? Achie is passionate about basketball and Robi is passionate about acting, and in this episode the fun has been removed from it. Like now it's biz like wase wametupwa into it's that process in life where your passion tests you. Ni kama wote boom at once. Because nilikuwa naangalia Achie. I really like Achie. I don't want to hate her, but I'm like, why are you being like that to your teammates?
Oh my God.
Marakisha, guys. Marakisha, we don't have time. We have to stretch. Unajua saizi kina Jada are very mad about the last game. So we have to train hard or go home. We have to win this game and I expect nothing but the best from all of you. Nani bado anakunywa maji?
Ameanza kutongelesha hivi lini?
She really wants to win. Imefika hiyo point when uko strict. I know that feeling. There's usually that point when you're like,
you play football, so
if it's time to win, bro, everybody has to tee up. Kani zoezi kila hakuna kucheka sometimes.
Lakini akivenya alikuwa na treat. The teammates bana.
True.
Alafu na disney dem.
What did she say something? She said something about nywele ku
kurast. Alafu unaona how all of them wakiwa in that pressure ni kama they bring out like a certain emotion, anger. Kama Alma when I feel like she had so much pressure because of the comments, akigongwa kichwa she's like niondoke.
But Alma nime notice pattern. Alma ni avoidant. Nime notice pattern. Apendi kuconfront. Like kitu nakuja hivi like it's done. Like hata saa zile, remember it was her mistake. This
soap thing.
Tuanze kwanza alitumia pesa aje episode 5. Ndio kuja episode 6 haizi afford stock.
Lakini kusema kweli hiyo party lini confuse kidogo. A pair of shoes inaweza fanya
hapo kidogo kuna venye
writers.
But
cough,
then also,
cough.
she also did that though because she had too many clients na alikuwa anadai commit all the clients needs.
So she
had
compromised
to,
on quality.
On the quality ndo kila msee aweze kupatia kila msee the product.
Mimi nilicheki hapo food color ya green ikikoroga like hey msichana umeanza nini?
Alafu she also had issues na avocado. The guys weren't selling the avocados. Alienda kwa shop the guy had like only 2, she needs more.
Because you know that is an extra expense. Kumbuka avocados waliletea wanatumia zile Robi alileta kutoka Ushago.
Oh yeah.
So now she had to buy some more. Yeah.
I think now I understand how pair of shoes
inaweza compromise.
Inaweza compromise.
Yeah.
Because inaweza kota labda linunua hizo viatu for what like 1,000 bob. Avocado ngapi utaget na 1,000 bob?
Hiyo ni mob.
Like 50.
Kwanza kazi imetoka Ushago. Zinakuanga cheap from Shags. Unaweka gunia vizuri.
But CFO ni understanding.
Lakini I'm so glad CFO is picking up.
Finally.
But the context. Remember when we said have the uncomfortable conversation to avoid the uncomfortable situation. This is it.
Toka?
Hey, relax Alma, ilikuwa mistake tu.
Tokee.
Alma, kwani siku hizi unitaki niaje? Is that chef guy, si ndio?
Ati? Ameingiaje kwa story?
Alma niliwacheki kwa ile bash. Umse ako around you kila time anakutext, ako kwa DM zako, ako kwa SMS zako, like hata sasa tunabonga juu yake.
Junani amembring up. Alafu CFO unambring up on the day that I actually need you. Achie, mbona useme hivyo?
Na, Alma, unanijua. Mimi usema vitu vile ziko. Kani biz ndakuchapia, kani kitu ndakuchapia, like na kani ko wrong mimi niko ready ku apologize, but from observations zangu hakuna ku apologize. Unajua kile nimecheki.
Najitoa.
Alingoja wakati sasa situation hata haifavor kuongelelea hii story. Tutasort business ama tutasort this thingationship that we have.
My feelings.
But then we noticed CFO alita Alma babe. I think this was the first time alimuita babe.
Hapo ndo by the tumeona
A couple of times alimuita.
Like, no, in this episode.
He said it like once or twice.
Yeah.
Like he referred to her.
Babe. And I was like, hiya, now we are babe. Okay.
Alafu ndo anaambiwa bye. I'm not doing this no more.
It's funny because notice yeye anamuita babe, yeye anamuita CFO. Machali wote wenye Alma konao, we don't know their real names. Anawapatianga nicknames.
Oh my
this
God.
chick is so non-committal. Mi sijaiona non-commitment. Like, haujui real name ya chef. Haujui real name ya CFO.
Who do you think called that last... when CFO was leaving the room?
Of course.
Of course, it was chef. Did you see that smile?
So macho. Hata nani mwenyewe tu alijua libaki zile za...
It's like that.
Oh yeah. But I'm so glad still waliongea. Like,
was that good talking though?
No, it had to be said. They had to define kwa sababu, and you called it in episode 2 ama 3 when you said you cannot mix business with pleasure. You actually called it, and then na sasa hivi see.
But Alma aliweaponize hiyo, alikuwa like no we can't, but I feel like she did not want to take responsibility. So first of all, kuna history ya busy may happen, sindio? When CFO wants to now dive deep into it, like, okay, let's find a solution. Yako like, I really don't want to talk about it. Let's cuddle.
Yeah.
When sasa, yeye ndo mwenyewe ameshiftisha from business to
cuddling.
Let us get into this place of avoiding sweeping things under the carpet. Aya, hapa kidogo ndio hiyo nini akakuwa head bumped, ako like toka. Like she
got some
and when CFO alikuwa like bra, let's talk about this.
Is this because of that chef guy?
But pia timing mazi.
Timing.
But ilikuwa inamsumbua.
Of course ilikuwa inamsumbua. Lakini why shove it down? Unacheki hiyo ndio sasa kitu inakuanga mbaya like kuna
alafu ikitoka yote inatoka at once, like so much frustration nini. But it was not the right time to ask about that.
Yes.
It was not the right time, but it needed to be asked. Okay, it needed to be talked about.
Yeah, it needed to be spoken about. Needed to be pointed about.
Jamani.
Lakini
Alma anaweza kuwa ana go through situation difficult kama alafu chef akimpigia ana smile. Surely.
Avoidant. avoidance in the comment section. Come and let us talk. Inakwanga hivyo. Yani just escape. Utaki tu kudeal nayo. Cause ukiangalia even anatafuta tu shortcut. Hata the first time I get all of these orders na akajua sasa nabidi kufanya nini? Kununua more avocados, but avocados ilisha na nilitumia do kununua viatu. Mbona ange call CFO? Again, avoiding.
But angekuwa amejisema hapo.
Hata ukumbuki saa zile akisema, okay, so acha niseme what happened then akaongelelea. Hata kushow CFO ni juu nilitumia do kufanya hii. Alisema tu I compromised on quality. Sasa tungoje feedback.
Akisema the whole story.
Msa anasema nanuka kaa baso.
On the thing of conversation, we really praised them last episode for conversation. Alafu tukiingia hii, tunaona, see they had talked about, even Nani Sefa alisema tuliongea kuhusu we'll be sharing each other's roles. Alafu sahi Alma wants to take it upon herself. Like, ana complain CFO is not doing this, but when CFO, she's not engaging him. You get what I'm saying?
When she was like, this is over, alikuwa namaanisha the business or...
I think alimanisha
the situationship.
Whole situationship is over. I think business-wise bado jaribu kufigure.
Lakini itakuwa weird.
Because how do you do that? How do you maneuver that?
Kwanza sahi wako in a crisis, in a business crisis, alafu they're still getting over it. Because sahi unajua ni ku get their name out of the mud. They still have to work together. Wako heartbroken. Aki nimengoja the tea kuona kama Alma akienda na chef alafu CFO bado anawork na yeye.
Do you think CFO's like the part he's playing kwa hiyo business was driven mostly by the fact that he liked the babe?
I think if CFO didn't like Alma angekuwa aliwalk kitambo.
Ukweli. Kwa sababu wako na business mingi wamefanya pamoja zimefail and then yet in episode 2 tunaona he goes back to his bank account kunini kutoa do.
Kufandio
it's because he likes Alma.
Hapo inakwanga checks. Hapo ndio sasa maneno na boundaries you come.
Ukweli.
I kind of feel like CFO would not have been in this situation. In a sense, he's giving enabler.
But if you love somebody,
you don't
unajipatanga. Unajipatanga ukienable.
Uko tu like, it's fine. Is that a red flag? It's okay.
The red flags are looking a bit pink.
Yeah, it's not even that red.
It's not even that
red is my favorite color. Hey, brother. Kwanza vile now he became so angry. Unacheki vile hiyo hasira ilitoka. Akuzile za wacha tuiongelele nini. Alma tu alishut down.
Alma aliavoid. Like alisema you know what, it's over. Like hakutaka hata. Even CFO is coming back and is like yani unataka tu hata utaki kuongea, you don't want to spare whatever this, you don't want to save whatever this is. Alma is like it's over.
Yeah.
Like
so
let's focus on the business.
Is it defining the relationship? Is it because how do you maneuver such waters?
Defining. Sana kama wanataka wakue pamoja, kama wataki wa break up kwa sababu ni difficult.
But wezi jua nashuku CFO sana.
Unashuku CFO?
No, not like that. Anaka like after they've decided it's done and everything. If the babe decides to talk to him nicely, I feel like atarudi bado.
Kwanza vile nani alisema it's done, alafu CFO tu akachange guy. Hata sikukuwa na ubaya. Mimi bado ninakupenda. Like alichange tone ilina tu like guy. Alinibamba because it was so natural. I wish ange put his foot down like
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. We're not avoiding this. However, also, she has a right to not talk about it.
Yeah.
If she decides, utadu. Yeah.
Lakini Alma also putting her foot down. It's like when the mood, no. Relationship imeanza kubono, I don't know. Putting the foot down.
Niendo alianzisha though. She's the one who came on to.
Unaweza anza alafu useme hapana.
Hapo katikati useme hapana. It's allowed, but she said no after they had bumped. You know accidents happen. Unza kujua mtu wako tu kidogo unyambe. Like nini? It's biological. Ni kwani? Amjai nyamba?
Natoka by mistake.
Guys. It's intimate. Ni kupumua.
But inaweza turn off mtu.
Oh, true.
Inaweza aseme hapana.
Your head bump.
The head bump.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you think she was using sex to escape this situation?
Definitely.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a bit toxic, Alma. Alma umetu let down hapo kiasi.
Alma.
Kiasi. But we feel you, no judgment. Tunakuona.
But plot
Turned to my girl them.
Robi.
Robi. Ay, Robi
I
Achie.
don't know, in the back of my head nilikuwa nimesahau hiyo ni the same episode. Robi pia may go through some
crazy things.
Let me tell you something. At first, when that whole situation was going on, when she slept in his room, akamcover up ya akadoze kwa kiti. In my head, because last episode walikuwa umesema ukijana kuna vile unamshuku. When he was doing that, I was like, damn, okay, I can't wait to tell Mercy, what do you think about this?
Oh my God.
Then this guy anaenda, he goes for the
Audition.
what's it called, the audition. Aka switch up on the babe. Alafu to make matters worse, sijui kama muli notice, alimwacha hapo. They didn't go back together.
Yeah,
They came
kwa
together.
gari,
Yeah,
yeah,
akaenda na
yeah.
gari akamwacha hapo. I was like, bro.
Lakini hiyo part mi ilinishtua. Ilinishtua sana because genuinely I was like, okay, maybe we were wrong about Mato. Like he was so like he was such a gentleman nini. Mi sikuwa na expect kiss at all. Alafu confession. I kind of thought unaona venye Mato is somewhat hot.
Somewhat. Guy.
Okay, he's hot, yeah. I thought, and this is so wrong because there was no consent, but I thought Robi would be into the case because it's kind of like, you know, as in the back of my mind, I also didn't think she was, okay, but she kind of like, ni kama mi get the sense she likes.
But you know you can be into
kiasi.
someone but you're not ready to get there. Like remember, Robi is the kind of person where if she's not ready, she's not ready.
She's not ready for sure.
I like you, but I'm not ready to do that. Ni mdemo gradual. Like if she said no to Ellie, kwanza ile part ilikuwa time ya give me pain. Alafu akakumbuka tu macho za Ellie. Baby, this is
the life plan.
I remember. Funny.
Oh my God, Aki Robi. The thing that stood out for me and which is scary. I remember I chuckled, I laughed at that point, but then I went like, I would also do that and it's not funny. When you black out in a guy's room and you wake up and the first thing you check.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
Yeah.
That
Aliamka and the
is so
first thing she was like.
scary. And you know, this is like a reality that is facing like a lot of women.
Yeah.
Like you're actually scared.
Yeah.
That something might have happened to you. That is so scary to think about.
It's a scary world
Guy.
for women. Matter if I'm in a restaurant or anywhere in a house party, in a club, and then I leave my drink maybe to run, even if I'm with my friends, I won't take that drink if I come back.
No, I've actually not thought of it.
I won't. It was pointed out juicy by a friend of mine. I've noticed, like, if you leave food and then you step and then you come back.
I've never thought of that, to be honest.
No, just as in some of these things ni subconscious, which makes it even more scary.
Yeah. I think that was some good directing. I don't think it was, but that was some good directing because it's such a reality women face. In utamka to and the first thing is like, you're too tension.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then her sneaking out of that room as though she did something bad.
Yeah.
Akashiko.
Kuna kitu, guys. And it is so Kenyan. Na hapa pia natupa mawe because even me I'm like that. Najitupia mawe. I'm stoning myself. So, this thing where Kenyans speak through subtext. Subtext ni hawasemi kupeana macho tu. Unajua ni zile za we know what is about to happen but we won't tell you.
Like vile ameshika when she was leaving the room.
Yeah, ile tu kumwangalia and then akaishia. Malik the same. Malik akicheki Robi akiingia kwa gari, akamwangalia. And then afterwards anakuja wakikuja kiti kwa like, so now you see how it feels. Why do we do that? Kuna kwanga na hiyo kitu, it's like Kenyans are like, wacha apitie ndo ajue.
Wacha afunze na ulimwengu.
Usimwambie wacha apitie ndo imtoke.
Lakini mimi naona Malik hakuna kitu angefanya at that particular moment. Hakuna kitu angefanya.
Because let's imagine if at that point angechukua phone na text Robi kwa like, be careful about that guy.
Think, you guys are like, you think he knew that something fishy might.
He knows Nani's character. I think he knows Mato's character.
I didn't notice that.
Kumbuki hata after the audition, when Mato aligeukia Malik akamwambia delete that shit. Anajua character huyo msee. That's why even afterwards hata hao manini casting directors wakifollow Mato ati nini Malik alienda kwa nani?
Kwa Robi.
Alafu
mbona the casting directors instead of looking like mbona Robi amereact hivi nini they go to Malik.
Which I think that just that proves your point that these guys knew. They knew his habit, basically.
Alafu they kind of expect, because sasa Robi is like a young person, like ameingia tu anafikiria like, oh, probably hata labda even Vamatu alikuwa anafikiria it's such an honor to be kissed by me, nini.
It's disgusting, yeah?
It's very...
Because if you even look at it history, Hollywood, sai vitu zina happen. The way pop stars think just because they are pop stars, they can get away with some things. And see, even in the Kenyan industry, there are some producers, some guys who believe that just because I'm famous, just because I'm a producer, just because I'll give you a role, I can get away with ABCD. And it happens. Alafu woko hapo, sasa it's gonna be my word against nani. And I remember there was a time a very famous influencer came up to speak about something and people bashed her instead of it makes you keep quiet, right? So ukiangalia Hollywood, there's the movements, the stories that are coming out. So I can't even listen to almost a lot of the rap songs that I used to love back in the day because I'm like,
these guys have turned
imekuwa tainted.
Hollywood.
Imekuwa tainted kabisa. Niyo tu mentality. Hakuna systems of accountability in the entertainment industry. Unacheki vile corporate, kuna HR. So if I'm in a, let's say, a work situation in corporate, and someone even makes a make remark yenye ni sexual, that's sexual harassment. Yeah, like akimake...
Because mmekuja work. You guys have come for job.
Yeah, there's something
to
yeah.
But as a body in corporate,
when it doesn't happen, you can't...
No.
Hey, but tell us about in corporate. Me, I'm just msanii.
No, I feel like I want to keep my job. What any reserve comments?
Why though?
No, it's nothing bad. I just feel like it's a bit normalized though. Like
even
the comments, the comments, and it's just normalized. But if you say you're uncomfortable, then obviously action will be taken against. But it's a bit normalized. Yani uki come out to say maybe you're uncomfortable, utaonekana kama the suck up. Yani huyu mwenye, yani we've been doing this, alafu sasa wewe. And I feel like that's Robi's nini situation as well. Like your situation yenye yendo mpya, she's desperate. You should be willing to do this, like whatever. Even ndivyo kuna kuanga, who are you to change? You know, it's kind of the same situation where when sexual jokes are made, you just go with it because even ndivyo kuna
kuanga. But I don't think it should be like that though.
It shouldn't.
I love that she slapped him. Na coffee ya Migori ilituma kijana to the ground.
To the floor.
Coffee ya mandizi hiyo. Right. Avocado slap.
Amejaribu what do you call it? To play it off at this part of...
When you continued like...
Gracie. Bro, what are
and then the baby's like, that's one of Vera's touches.
That was funny. So yeah, like boundaries, even in these spaces, in the artistic spaces, the things that you can talk about, the things that you allow consent. Jua kwa mempatia consent, wakirihas unakumbuka the specific scene that Robi had a problem with was the kissing scene. Right? Nata wakiwa hapo akamwambia, so this is how it happens. Sorry.
Yeah, and there was a way around it. Right?
And there's a way around it. And that's what even made Robi more comfortable. Hata unakumbuka kikol Alma, like he's such a gentleman. It made her even more comfortable with her scene partner. And when you're doing such scenes in a professional setting, kuna kuanga na intimacy coach mwenye atakuja waambie, don't do anything you're not comfortable doing. If you to consent to kissing, you can kiss. If not, there are ways around it. Professional sets, you kwa hivyo. Even Tuki was very professional, by the way. Big up to the exec producers. Hi, nice Givinji. She came on board, trained them. And in other sets, unfortunately, they cannot afford it. Right? So where kama ni msanii, umeenda ku-act kwa set na kuna intimacy scene, jua kuna kitu ka consent. Kama utaki kushikwa vingine, ambia producer hivyo hapana, we'll have to find a way around it. Because imagine consent is even at work.
Yeah.
He mentality, I have to protect my job, I get it. I get it, especially when you do not have the privilege to start saying, no, uja get my gigs. But it has allowed so much perversion to go unaddressed.
Personally, if I'm supposed to act something out, and then unishike in a weird way, I won't even be able to perform the way I want. Like I'll be like, yo, what just happened?
So uncomfortable.
ABCD to happen. I'm sure also that affects like even your performance, even at ukenda home uta overthink vitu kaizo.
Man. Alafu unajua situation ya Robi, what makes it worse? I feel like it goes deeper than consent. It's because alikuwa like
Betrayal.
under the impression yenye practice how we are going to fake the kiss scene. Like ame deceive like we're not even going to kiss, we're just gonna nini, and then all of a sudden it's just like bam, that is even abuse, bro. Like
that's
it's
the thing.
Further than, it's so much deeper.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu for her, unajua this is her first kiss. First kiss, very horrible. Oh, okay, I don't know if it's her first kiss, but she's
that we have seen.
The first kiss that we have seen.
Yeah.
And clearly like hiyo kitu imembosa na, but mimi nataka kuona Vera atareact aje. In your part nataka kujua kama she's enabling the abuse ama she's going to shut it down. I am so excited to just know, but I'm also scared.
Vera is the biggest red flag.
Just sana.
Unakumbuka ile part wakidu yoga?
Okay.
Wakidu yoga like
mbele yangu tena.
And then what was that look that she was giving Robi when she was like they're both meditating and then akafungwa tu macho akaanza siji kumwangalia kiaji?
Hold out. In. Na siku nyingine nisikuja hapa mbele yako. Ushasikia?
Mizo macho zilinish.
Method she was just checking how ana do
how ana breathe.
Anyway,
Me kuna some
I'll say something very controversial to what we've said.
Yeah.
Do you know what she reminds me of?
Who?
Kuna Vera. Kuna konga na wale mwanti. They're just emotionally unavailable, but they mean well sometimes. Because at some point, kwanza when she was trying to train Robi to like actually express herself and nini, she's those harsh people, but on a day maybe you like perform the best as you can. Maybe she's looking out for you, but hajui kuifanya in a good way.
I mean, you get your vibe by then. I'm quite very confused about Vera. I'm like, but the next episode nitatufanya tujue, because I mean, get your vibe. Niliona Vera anaka nurturing in one way or another.
But ni vile hajui labda kuifanya
nini labda ni venye ni strict. But after his situation yenye Robi amepitia, tuko about kujua.
We're going to find out.
We have to find out kwa sababu
we'll find out. Because I'm also still iffy. I feel like maybe to misunderstand, but to do. Hiyo ni assumption.
Vera,
hiyo ni assumption.
Kidogo tu. Wacha tuone. But mimi naona
mimi ni watu wa it's kind of red. It's not that red.
Hapana. Uoni akona some nurturing factors. Labda okay. Your part of contract nini, that's a big red flag.
Yeah, there's
but
definitely.
That was the biggest
definitely.
Look, ame coerce them into signing this contract. Sindio? Aya, number 2, the first performance hapo, she humiliates her in front of everyone. Like uni demashabu audition even before she gets into the house. Already there's something to her. Of course naelewa ile kitu yastaki kumfurisha kichwa, but there's a healthy way to go around it, especially if you're a mentor. Ni kama tu anataka break down na kwe like you cannot be anything without me. And then mara ya tatu akifika hapo wako nurturing what?
Not necessarily.
Mimi nilipata ako ka vibe akimsaidia kurehearse, but bado niko iffy kumhusu.
Even me, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit iffy. I want to see how she reacts to the situation first. I'll have to do it. But I was just trying to point that out, the fact that anaweza kuwa just misunderstood.
Yeah.
But atujui see confirmation. I was just trying to bring that out.
Tungoje tuone.
Robi, if she books the audition, do you think she will want to do this role with Mato?
Ooh, nah.
No, I even think Mato will start bullying her. Because hata hiyo kuenda bila yeye kwa gari, ishaanza. I feel like ataanza tu kumbully pole. Na hiyo ni issue probably some people in your industry go through. Like ukikata kitu, you get bullied.
Yeah, you get blacklisted. Yeah. So nilikwambia last time about the producer who was like Wazi under with the contract.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I tried to fight and then squeeze mkona kichwa ngumu ni sawa, and then they got another one. She's never called me. Ajai work na mimi ever again. And I was like, okay, sawa. I don't think I was rude. I was just very direct. I was like, nataka kwenda. Now these are many pages. There's no I can read it in an hour. Mimi kwanza si lawyer tinianze kuelewa hizi jargons zote. I want to know what this means for me. And sasa kuna huanga na hiyo, they make it so tough. So nacheki how we let some of these things happen where there is no perceived social support. I loved that Malik and the other lady came and sat down with Robi. Like nizileza, what you've gone through is legit. That is not like walikuja come back. Because angekuwa hapo peke yake angefeel ni kama
angefika na trip.
Yeah,
unafikiri did I overreact?
Did I what? I love that they came and like they were like, yeah, hapo kuna
something happened for
it's
sure.
not
Something
it's
is
not
up.
just you, right? So
Yeah.
you can imagine when there's no one backing you up and you've gone through that experience. Pia unaanza kujishuku.
Kweli.
Like, but that was wrong. But then, kwani industry
Considering
kwaje?
everybody else went to
Especially
Mato.
the casting director.
Yeah, but I think it's power dynamics.
course.
Ile yenye unajua unaogopa mtu and then ile kama washazoea then the industry you are just new. Then ni mtu senior sana. Utaanza kujishuku. But thank God for Malik and that girl.
Yeah. Why have we forgotten her name?
The mama with the kid.
Why? Yeah.
Anita. Yeah,
sure?
she was
Anita.
Anita.
Yeah, even you not sure it was Anita.
It was
Anyway,
okay, acha tu-
Kauji tunaongelea nani enda watch.
And enda watch,
Understand
hizo
who we're
zing-
talking
uko.
about. Make sure you follow up with us.
Yes.
The next
yes.
episode.
I love that they came and because that's how you break also like a pattern that is there in an industry. Like, yeah, if I could
Do you think Robi will be the change? Ukiona, cause I feel like unaona Robi ukimwona hivi mwenyewe ako na talent yenye hata Vera I'm single out I'm busy. Unajua amefika tu sahi and she's already being given a role with one of the big actors.
Yeah, the superstar.
Vera sees that this girl is talented, but then she has other issues. Do you think ataleta your change, your consent boundaries in that
know-
nini?
Let us wait
Ama
and
ata
see.
You know what
atapewa the
I've
boots?
noticed? You know what I've noticed? We're on episode 6 here.
Yes.
To go in there halfway. And all of them are somehow seen a shift. So I feel like now we're taking a shift somewhere. There's definitely a
Robi
shift
hapa
with the
kuna venye-
characters.
I think she's being stretched. Like you'll have to now learn to stand up for yourself. I love that.
From
she's
being
like,
a people pleaser, now
Yeah.
I'm
Standing up
to
for
coffee.
yourself.
And she's
remember
like,
when
nah.
we met her, she was a yes person, right? She was ule mtu wa, I'll just do things so that I'm not sijui. Hapa she was like, nah, fam.
And can we relate the kiss to the proposal? Like
I like where you're going
the
with
position where it's a yes or no,
Yeah.
and now it's a decision to make. Decision.
Oh my God, yes.
And-
Kwanza venye hakumkisa alafu akakuja kunini later.
Yeah. I love that she stood
Yeah.
her ground. Already we're seeing her. Hey, growth is expensive. Hey, you gotta count the cost.
Ukweli. Because she has put a lot on the line to stand up
Yes.
for what she believes in.
Yes.
That's what you have said. You just walk away from a situation. Yeah,
Toka.
jajali.
Ishia, usikae, si must. You know, we can just say talker. Like me, I'm a believer in talker because I've stayed for a while and there are compromises. Not really compromises. There are times I kept quiet when I should have spoken. And then it's taken time for me to be like, Yani, I gave these people so much power. I nearly feel ni kama these people had so much power over my career, over my life. Mpaka I kept quiet when some things happened that were inappropriate in the workplace. And nikaogopa kuongea. And looking back, niko like, what would have been the worst if I turned to that person and was like, never do that again. You know? At the time, kitu nilikuwa naogopa, for me, if I'm to relate to Robi, I had just started out in the industry. So let me get vulnerable. I had just started out in the industry and nilikuwa nimeget some of my first gigs. So we were in this work situation with people. And ilikuwa kila mtu. It was around 6-7 people in the room. I go to serve, sorry guys. Nikaenda nikaserve breakfast, nikaleta kwa meza. So watu walikuwa nakuja kusalimiana in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then this certain person walks over to me. This is my first time, like, hugs me and grabs. Yeah, literally. And he grabs my bum bum. And niliogopa, I pulled away. And I look around the room.
I'm so sorry.
I look around the room, hoping to see a reaction. Like, what are you doing? And there were women in that room. There were men in that room. I was like, is this normal? So I was quite confused. And nikanyamaza and I still worked. Because at that point I was thinking, I don't think I'm so lucky to have this opportunity. I don't think I'll ever get this opportunity again. So nikalenga, and I continued, although it bothered me with time. It kept on bothering me. And it got to a point in my life where I was like, I can walk away. I'm comfortable enough to walk away. I do not have to work with these people again. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who's been there in the industry for a while who's gone through something like that. So, no, it's not easy to walk away from a contract, which is, even when you talk about breaking cycles, the fact that Robi was able to stand up for herself, slap, and walk away, that I'm sure aspiring actors, female actors who've gone through something like that, you're like, yes, because I'm sure people have found themselves in auditions or even on stage with someone, and then they do something inappropriate because they were in the moment, and it's excused as, when you method actor, no, so it's, that no is never easy. That no is never easy to say, but say it. Say it. You'd rather miss that contract, to be honest. Courage is costly, but say ndo tuko hapa kukushow, see, it's not
Si
right.
rahisi. But pia si rahisi ku stand up for yourself na kunini.
Yeah.
Kwanza
With that being said,
consider
yeah.
power dynamics, like your story, of course you're so brave and we're so sorry, you know, that's such a bad thing. But then ukiangalia, like you said, unakaa hivi unaona, I'm so lucky to have this opportunity, and that's what is happening even there, because ukiangalia, even Robi would have been like, I'm so lucky to be acting with Malik because Malik is like so senior. But at the same time, Malik brought it down and made it seem like we will be on billboards together, we'll be in this. And when you look at it from Robi's perspective, it's like, this is a senior actor. Mwenye ananiambia tutakuwa pamoja, like kwa billboards, kwa premiers pamoja. She could have just, you know, and that's what most people will be. You just brush it off because saa zingine hata unaambiwa hivyo ndivyo anakuanga. Yeah. And that is like such a bad reality.
It's a power dynamics thing.
Yeah.
Because even for Robi, if she looked at, you look at who Malik is, you look at the attention he gets from people. Of course, angalia building up to that.
Yeah. Ata anampull. When people are taking selfies with him, he pulls her. It's like what anafanya wakae kama wako equal, you know?
It's like, and I'm sure I can bring you like to this level. I can do this. And guys who are like, let me tell you, the people who cross.
Wait, can I say something real quick before I say that?
Yeah.
I was also gathering myself kidogo, but I wanted to say I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I'm also proud of you. It's not easy to just do what you did, you know. And I'm sorry for what happened. But at least today you're here to speak about it. And there's someone at home who's going to also stand up for themselves.
Yeah,
proud of you.
I've been so scared to talk about it. I think I just started talking about it recently. I told my close friends. I'm sure if the people who are in that room are watching, they'll know if they noted or they didn't, because it was one of the bosses who did that. And power dynamics is a thing in the industry, you know. And it's not just power in terms of who is signing the check for you, also in terms of fame, like Malik, right? Yeah. So mi niko hapo niko like, mi ndio kamtu kanaanza saa hii. Unimse anapendwa. If I go online,
and bash him,
itakurudia. So unaogopa kiasi, unanyamaza. When people usually ask, like with what is happening right now in the industry worldwide, mbona tu nyamaza when these things happen? First of all, there's shock. You know, when it's, I recently posted on my IG, nilisema, when someone you look up to does that, you're so confused.
Yeah.
Utachanganyikiwa because it's the cognitive dissonance. Come on now, my teachers did well. It's the cognitive dissonance za kuna mali nimeka umse kwa akili yangu, and then kuna kitu amefanya, so you're trying to marry the two and it's not working. And you're left with that shock for a while, but the fact that imekushock na pia shock wengine also shocks you even more. Because you're like, why is no one shocked? The same way,
am I overreacting?
Am I overreacting? Exactly. That's why I think Robi expected everyone to be with her.
To be like, yo, meona kenye nimeona.
Yeah, that was not meant to happen. But then what follows is so confusing when she just goes and sits somewhere alone and she's looking.
Yeah.
I loved the support she got.
Yeah.
And at the time, even for me, when I was looking around, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for someone to be like, no, you know, because we feel ni kama kuna hiyo power again to say wachana na mimi at that time, especially when you're hungry for a platform, you're hungry for an opportunity.
At the same time, uko confused too. You're like, bro, what just happened? And no one is there to back you up. So, as I said, I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks. Tuko hapa
I'm glad
sahi.
you're here. Exactly. We'll
Alafu
kill them with success, not revenge.
Exactly. Alafu unashanga pia. I feel like another thing is when somebody has so much authority over you, unashanga hata nikiambia watu watafanya nini, because people don't do anything.
Yep.
Like uko like hata nikiambia watu watafanya nini, watakwambia tu like either pole ama usijali ama nini, and that's that. And that's why most people are afraid to speak up.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's why most people don't talk about it. Kwa sababu watu ukiambia watu, hakuna mtu take it upon themselves to actually do something that matters. Most of the time that is.
And that's why we need systems in place. Like hata hapo kwa Robi, if there was someone in the room who'd be like, what has happened? Because sometimes these things happen, alafu we want to be spectators. Because you're in news, what nini happen? Ha! You know the thing in Kenya
At the same time,
hey.
kuna wasi wengine pia, they usually see that happen. And anajua also them, their job is at risk. So they usually like,
Kind of like Malik in the room when he was like frozen at that moment with the camera. Alafu Mato akamwambia delete. Like you saw the power dynamics.
Like delete that shit, yeah.
Yeah, alijua
but I
mali
hope they
niko.
delete.
I don't know.
Episode 7.
Let's wait and see. Yeah. Alma and CFO. What do you guys think is next?
Personally, as I said before, I feel like the business dynamic between the two was mainly being pushed. I mean, from CFO's side especially, because of the relationship he wanted or the relationship he thought he had with Alma. So I don't know how that's going to turn out as soon as... Now she said that she doesn't want any more to do with the
situationship.
Yeah. So I want to see how that's going to work out. I feel like it's going to go down.
Would you rather they saved the relationship or the business?
Personally, I would go business, man.
I think if they save the relationship, they'll also save the business.
So you think for me, it's the friendship. If they save their friendship.
Oh, yes.
Because hapo it's not just...
Umeka yoko options, una cheat.
Ubeshte yao ndo inani worry sahi, because even their lines were a bit blurry. Yeah.
Business akiamua kupeleka mahanjam kwa chef. Ikwe business ingine.
But anaweza succeed. Hiyo kitu inakaa kuslap sana.
Mahamjam. So achane na soap kwanza. They solve. So she needs to be in business with chef, but in bed with CFO.
Itakuwa another tricky situation.
Sana.
Let's wait and see. Achie and the teammates.
We see how
personally,
Achie is.
I'm rooting for Achie.
Me too.
I really want to see what happens.
She's taken the fun out of
her attitude. So
she's taken the fun out of the game.
Kumbuka they had because walikuwa equal. We see in previous episodes where when she was starting out kukua your boss and all that, the teammates are like, hata hii episode alianza kutuongelesha hivi lini, because even though she's the team leader, they were always equal. Like they were always. Alafu sasa there's this thing where the competition inaingia, alafu all of a sudden Achie takes her team leadership. Sasa anakuwa, you know, they're not equal at all. Achie is the one who's bossing them around. Kusabata mtu akisema nini, akisema like, amechoka nini, unafaa kunini. Sasa ukiwaambia tumepiga tizi mara mbili, how does that... she's taking her power a bit too seriously.
So that's another trend to me in this episode. There's a big power dynamic going on hapo. There's something to do with like...
When something is at stake, you always see the powers, whatever.
Shift.
The power shift. Even with Alma and CFO, clearly who had power in that relationship?
Alma. Watu wenye wanaitwa...
Alma is the one who'd call, say anytime your business, say anytime your intimacy. CFO too wanna go with the flow. It's like, wakati he wants to stand up for himself, there's a consequence, which is, it's giving major toxicity there. So now that we think about it, for me, I'd rather they don't save the relationship, they don't save the business, they work on their friendship. Because hapo ukiangalia at the grassroots level, friendship hapo yao kidogo, pia kuna...
Lakini unajua, Alma, school fees, able to factor to hiyo in.
But you see responsibility as CFO?
Yes, but like the reason why she will want to save the business, it's like school fees. And I feel like that is so important. Unajua, for labda mtu mwingine, it's like, okay, friendship nini. But for her, I feel like she's really looking at her fees, at everything.
Of course, the biashara is a priority to her.
For sure. More than CFO.
Fees.
Definitely.
I have a question. Where is Mama Alma?
She's cabin crew, so akuangi.
Okay.
This guy is
Because
mazee.
I'm missing action. I also want to see what her input would be. Because you know they're very close with Alma.
They're very close,
I feel like akikuja, they'll definitely break down what's been going on in ABCD, and then we'll see what the mom's input is. I also want to see what she says.
Hey, Alma has serious abandonment issue. Go to therapy, Alma. So hapa tumecheki equality, kuna we've seen it throughout
the whole
the idea of equality being tested. Vile Mato would pretend we're equal, and then boom, by the way, we are not. Achie and the teammate, by the way, you guys are equal, then boom, we're not. Because they're making decisions without consulting the other person. Mato decides to kiss her without consent, right? Achie decides to throw the team into like a tag war with this other team without the consent.
Alma decides to just do the same with, they decide one thing, we'll do this together. And she makes all the decisions without telling CFO.
Yeah.
So imbalance.
Equal.
So that is it.
Big man thing. Episode 6. What personally, again, I think I'm going to end up saying this every episode. The whole plot is just gradually thickening and becoming more interesting, and the actual storyline is actually, like right now it's hot, it's in a sizzle, it's cooking as I like it like that.
Yeah. Take away from this part ni power. Yeah, power and control. I love how, for me ni Robi too, how she stood her ground like, hey, by the sijali kama you have all these followers or what, you won't do this to me. So nile just holding on to your power. Mtu asiku
standing your ground.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
My takeaway is, like you said, not being avoidant. Of course, we do not see this from Alma, but like when we see that, like when we see how being avoidant is toxic through her, we know what not to do or what to avoid. So yeah, basically just facing your challenges head on. And again, as you said,
have the uncomfortable conversations before the uncomfortable situations.
Exactly. That is my takeaway. What is your takeaway?
Personally, the last 3 episodes, or maybe even 4, they've been very big on the importance of communication. Whether it's in a workspace, whether it's a relationship, whether it's like the business thing, wherever there was a lack of communication, it's showing.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely been a repercussion of the lack of communication between the relationships, between the friendship and work areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire episode, can't wait for 7.
Episode 7, the tea is gonna be hotter.
You have to wait a whole other week. But then the good thing is that's giving the guys at home time to watch. Make sure you've caught up with us, bro. You can interact with us kwa comments, kwa anywhere. Make sure una DM, unasema ka tumesahau, even a point that you notice and you're here to notice. Si wote tunawatch pamoja.
Yeah, that was episode 6. Tukijituma. So exactly. 2025 ni kujituma. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as we did. And yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Social media, kawaida, Tukisonga 254. Try out Wazi, the chatbot. Kumbuka, if you want to have a chat with it on WhatsApp, enter on our Instagram pages at Tukisonga 254. Click on the link, itakupeleka to the WhatsApp platform where you can have conversations with it. And don't shy away. Kuna experts that will help you. Kuna hotline you can call, so you don't have to go through some of these things alone.
Comfortable in your sitting room. Ka unawatch kwa simu, ka uko kwa gari, umeboeka, umeka earphones. We appreciate you. Tune in next time.
And Spotify. Kila mtu anasawingi Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Spotify. Ukienda gym, ukiworkout, tafadhali eka usikize kidogo, ushangae like nini wanaongelelea reference to the show,
Yeah.
That's it. Wazi.
Next week.